There's a very fundamental principle for having a strong, growth-oriented mindset. And that's the idea that what you focus on in your life expands. Let's look at it first from a very foundational, instinctual perspective. If you're hunting and foraging for food, your mind has a way of filtering everything out so you can just find and focus on edible plants, edible fruits, wild game you can catch. It doesn't necessarily notice or take a reference to things in your peripheral that might not fit the survival instinct for finding food. This is our reticular activating system. It's a part of our brain that functions this way. Now let's think of it in a very modern sense. The perfect example is when you're buying a new car. Now, I had no doubt there were Jeep Wranglers all over the place, but when I finally decided to buy one, researched one, and picked it out, I suddenly saw Jeep Wranglers everywhere, more than I ever thought that I would be on the road. But even more interesting is when we bought my wife's latest car, we actually really liked a Buick. And we thought, that's such an odd car to like. We're relatively young. Young people don't drive Buicks, just old people drive Buicks, right? That's the whole idea behind one of Buick's most popular marketing ploys, their commercials. Well, wouldn't you know it, as soon as we started looking into Buicks, we saw them on the road everywhere. And guess what? We saw people and families around our age driving them. What you focus on in your life expands. This is why rule number one at Strong Tower is no whining, no complaining. Because when you focus on the negative, those things expand. So let's say you show up to the gym and your trainer has programmed for you things you don't like and aren't good at. There's running, there's pull-ups, and there's kettlebell swings. Let's say it's the classic benchmark workout, Helen. Now, as soon as you see that, do you immediately think about how much you hate to run, how terrible you are at pull-ups, how unfortunate it is that you might have to modify those pull-ups yet again, and you focus on that the whole time? What do you think your mindset, effort, and result of that training session are going to be like? Not nearly as good as it could be if you saw those things and thought, these are opportunities for me to get better at running, to progress in my gymnastic skills, and become 1% better after this hour session. What you focus on in your life expands. When you whine and complain, you give focus, attention, power, and control to those negative things in your life. And not only do they expand within your life, but they spread like virus to other people around you. It brings down their mood. It creates an echo chamber where people say, yeah, you know what? That does stink. Whereas if you approached it with a growth mindset, an opportunity to become better, or better yet, just an opportunity to be grateful. You know what? I don't like running in gymnastics, but I have two able legs. I can run. I can actually jump and grab that pull-up bar. I can actually pull myself with two hands on these rings to do ring rows. If you focus on gratitude, if you focus on opportunities for growth, if you focus on an obstacle to overcome, your increase in strength and performance, your evolution will be so much faster and so much greater than everyone else's around you. All because you chose to focus on the positive and be grateful. What you focus on in your life expands. So next time you catch yourself whining and complaining, let's check ourselves. Let's do a quick little reset. And let's focus on what we can control, our attitude and our effort.